So Carlos Alcaraz is the US Open champion once again, and the whole of the tennis world has been reacting, as has the celebrity world, and one reaction has been getting more attention than the rest. Obviously, it's Donald Trump. That's right, and before we go anywhere, make sure to hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's have a look at some of the reactions, but I think a good place to start would be the reaction from his opponent from the final, Jannik Sinner. That's right. Let's have a look at what he said in his post-match press conference. It's very interesting. He said he has improved since the last time we played. He was cleaner, especially on the serve, and he handled the situation exceptionally well. I'm proud of what I did, but he was better. I need to make changes because I was too predictable. Maybe I'll lose a few matches in the process, but I'll make changes to be better. Ooh, very, very interesting that he is now analyzing his game instantly after this match, the same as Carlos did after he lost the Wimbledon final as well. He went on to say, I was very predictable on the court today. He changed up the game. That's also his style of how he plays. Now it's going to be on me if I want to make changes or not. We're definitely going to work on that. I didn't make one serve and volley. I didn't use a lot of drop shots. Then you arrive at the point where you have to play Carlos. You have to go out of the comfort zone. I'm going to aim, maybe even lose some matches from now on, but trying to do some changes to be a bit more unpredictable as a player. That's what I have to do. Trying to become a better tennis player. At the end of the day, that's my main goal. Wow. So Jannik Sinner, he's taking this to heart. He knows that he was the second best player on the court by far, it seems, in his estimations. And he knows that he has to make some dramatic changes in mixing it up on a tennis court to be able to defeat Carlos Alcaraz, because I think everyone would agree what a performance it was. And he really dominated a lot of the exchanges in this matchup, and Sinner really didn't have any answers for long spells of the match. And the crowd were treated to one of the, I think it was an all-time great Grand Slam final performance, to really raise your level and not feel the nerves like Carlos did. It was impressive, and the tennis world have reacted as well. Martina Navratilova says, congrats to Carlos. What a performance. What a champion. We've got Formula One coming in as well, saying another incredible display of grit, determination, and exceptional skill between two modern-day greats. Jannik, our ambassador and huge F1 fan, gave it everything today and across the 2 weeks in New York, and we're incredibly proud. Congratulations to Carlos, a fellow big F1 supporter, on his win in the Big Apple. We've had Piers Morgan come out. He said, love this guy. What a thrilling talent. What a wonderfully exuberant character. And what a natural born winner. Congrats, Carlos Alcaraz. You're brilliant to watch. I think we all agree with that one, don't we? Laura Robson saying something after her interview on court with him after the match, in which Alcaraz was trying to explain his performance. And he said, pretty much, I was brilliant. Right at the end, he was trying to find the words, and Laura Robson has replied, must be nice to be brilliant in a final. Of course, he was brilliant. And Wayne Rooney echoes that, saying, unbelievable talent. Yes. There's a lot of people across the world wanting to give their congratulations. Rolex Paris Masters have said congratulations on Grand Slam number 6, Carlos. The Ferrero Tennis Academy saying history repeats itself in New York. Alcaraz is the 2025 US Open champion, defeating Sinner in an incredible 4-set final, and he rises as again as the ATP world number 1. Congratulations, Team Carlitos. And there's one of the fresh cut there. Look at that. The true skinhead. We had the big tennis fan. He was in the house for the final. Obviously, Ben Stiller. He congratulates Carlos Alcaraz on such a well-played championship match. And there's a picture of him just receiving the trophy with Jannik Sinner there. We have Pau Gasol, former NBA superstar, says, in the city that never sleeps. I think today Carlos Alcaraz won't sleep much, laughing. Champion of the US Open and the new world #1. Congratulations, friend. We have Brad Gilbert saying, congrats, escape from Alcaraz on winning your second US Open and sixth slam. Absolutely brilliant. The whole tournament long. Totally agree with that. One of the most commanding slam performances we've seen in recent years, especially at the US Open, a tough place to do it. Billie Jean King is in saying cheers to Alcaraz, who has captured the US Open men's singles title for the second time. Rocket Rod came in as well saying congratulations to US champ Alcaraz, who would not be denied today in his enthralling rivalry with Sinner, clocking up the majors. Who can stop these two? Next stop, Laver Cup. I cannot wait. And then a little rocket there on the end. Beautiful from Rocket Rod. We got Real Madrid have come in with a statement saying, dear Carlos Alcaraz, congratulations on your second US Open title, your sixth Grand Slam, and on the well-deserved #1 rank in tennis. Madridistas are always by your side, and we feel very proud of you. Congratulations, champion. We had Gil Gross giving his insight on the final, saying Alcaraz so deadly today. Best performance of his career and most dominant slam run of his career. What a trilogy of slam finals this was. And for Alcaraz to end an all-time hardcourt run for Sinner and do it decisively has to feel amazing. Congrats to Carlos and his fans. From Gil Gross, a tennis pundit, to Antonio Banderas, a movie star, saying, congratulations, Carlos Alcaraz. You can't be any greater. And then we had the reaction from the sitting president. He was there. He delayed the final. It started late. And then when Carlos Alcaraz won and was walking up into the stands, we got this look from Donald Trump. I don't know what you make of it. Tell me in the comment section. It was sort of more of a, and this one sums it up. I think Trump definitely had money on Sinner, because why else ain't you celebrating this Alcaraz win? Yeah, it's a very bizarre. I'm not sure what was going on. What other reason wouldn't you be just at least applauding or raising the fist like he sometimes does? All we got was this strange face, which just looked like he was a little bit sad about it. Look, that's the one that everybody's going to, a sad face. What's wrong? Come on, it was incredible tennis. Just to see him walk past and pull that face, that's not what we want to see. Come on, Donald Trump. Hopefully he puts out a tweet and gives him a little bit more respect, because come on, this guy just played his heart out. And I think just to finish off, of course we have to, it is Rafael Nadal. Congratulations, Carlos Alcaraz, champion again of the US Open and #1. Congratulations on all the work behind this great season, most definitely. And the US Open put out this. This caps it off nicely, saying the scorelines. Wow. And there it is from the 2013 matchup between Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, in which Rafael Nadal won in 4 sets, and it was 6-2, 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. And now look at this one. Carlos, 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4. So the last 2 sets are the other way around, but it's the identical number of games. How bizarre is that? I'll end on that one. But that's just the reaction from the world on Carlos Alcaraz winning the US Open for a second time and becoming world number one. Tell me your thoughts about all these reactions in that comment section below. What do you make of Donald Trump as well? And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.